Hi Aquarius, thank you for joining me for your July general read. Please remember this is still a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody, and that includes cross-watchers. Please switch the energies around if it applies, but never try to force a timeline to fit. If it's not your story this time, then it's absolutely okay to just leave it be. You'll normally find that the bits that are not hitting the mark for you this time, they are actually part of somebody else's timeline. Okay, so let's get into this for you then, Aquarius. Strongest energies around the Aquarius collective for July, please. Okay. Right, so we've got the Swan Queen, transformation, intuition and patience. Okay, so Aquarius, the first thing that comes through here with this particular card, at the moment it feels very much like your energies are kind of in that void area. So it's like a hibernation period at the moment, that there's not a lot that's currently going on, but you know that something is about to start growing. It's like you're not taking the current quietness, the current stillness for granted, because you know that energetically springtime is coming, and that's when things are going to start shooting up, things are going to start growing. But again, energetically at the moment you're very much in that sort of winter time. It's really interesting. The danger with this particular energies, Aquarius, is you might find yourself with a little bit of time on your hands, and the issue can crop up where you might accidentally start to over-analyse something. It's a card of patience and transformation also, so it's like you can feel on an energetic level that something is about to change, right? You can feel it, and there's this energies that you might be questioning your own intuition here. You might be sort of desperately seeking for answers. It also pertains to releasing the past as well, and allowing the changes to happen. It's a strange one, this, Aquarius, because for some of you this is your energies, and for others of you this is the energies of an individual that you've been dealing with. Either way, it's very, very important at the moment, throughout the month of July even. It's very important that you don't try and seek validation from outside of yourself. The only one who can validate your current emotions or your current energies, the situation at hand, the only one that can validate that at the moment is you, Aquarius. There is definitely a change that is inbound here, and the guidance is to try not to overanalyze. And for some of you this is pertaining to a soul connection as well, with the two swans here. For some of you, not all of you. Right, so I'm gonna start pulling out your tarot. I will speed up this part of the video for you though, because I don't hand pick out the cards, I just let the cards fall, and it can take a little bit longer than usual doing it that way. Right, the Aquarius collective, please, for July. Strongest energies around the Aquarius collective for July. Okay, Aquarius, the zodiacs that you could be dealing with, and please, as always, take the zodiac information with a pinch of salt, okay? This information, it might be useful for some, and for others, not so much, okay? So you've got the World card, so you could be dealing with any of the 4 fixed signs, as Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or another Aquarius. Now you've got heavy Taurus and heavy Aquarius in this read, okay? Your energy's here, and you've got Taurus again here. You could also be dealing with a Libra, a Gemini. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. That's Taurus again. You could be dealing with a Cancerian. You could be dealing with a Scorpion. You could be dealing with a Aries, a Gemini, a Piscean. Yeah. Okay. Right, it's under there, 7. Or you could be dealing with a Leo as well. I think I've already said Leo. Anyway, moving on. Aquarius, your current energies. I felt that. Right, the theme for you, Aquarius, for July is nostalgia. This is where you're going to have to be absolutely in tune with your intuition. And this card is starting to make a lot more sense, right? Transformation, intuition, and patience. So either you or somebody that you've been dealing with is feeling very, very nostalgic, right? You will have to fit it however it resonates for you, Aquarius, but because this is your reading, I do have to address you as if it were your energies, okay, for the most part. You are currently wanting to transform a situation. For somebody here, this is either friendship or romantic. There is definitely another individual here in this read, 100%. This is definitely something that involves you and another. And this is something that has been put on ice. It's been frozen in time for a while. And this is why you're showing up with the patience energies. It's like you can feel a rumbling beneath your feet. You can feel that something is changing. And the danger is that you could be over-analysing what it is that's changing, right? Your cards here are indicating that basically there's a painful compromise here with the 3 of Swords, right? There's been an ending also. And a painful compromise was reached. And now neither individual in this circumstance was happy or satisfied with whatever the compromise was, right? It was a lose-lose situation for you and the other individual. It's under there, 8 of Coins. Busy working, 5 of Wands also. Unnecessary drama and conflict was the cause of whatever this is, right? You've been trying to focus here on your craft or your work, your day-to-day life even, right? You've been keeping that energies on a momentum for a while. There's been a change. There's something that is causing that rumbling underneath your feet that you've picked up on. The 7 of Wands, that pertains to blocked communication, feeling that you're under attack, it can be feeling persecuted also. So somebody felt persecuted in this situation, right? It was very, very unnecessary there with your Five of Wands. Childish can be also. And it's really, really unfortunate because you've got the Ace of Coins as your current overall energies. The Ace of Coins is a brand new beginning. It's something tangible, it's something meaningful, it's something that you can grow upon. And it's a seed, basically. Some of you have planted seeds with whoever this other individual is, where the connection was put on ice, the connection was frozen in time. Some of you have been planting seeds with that individual. You've got your major arcana out here, the Star, and that pertains to your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, healing, nurturing, all the good stuff. It pertains to divine timing and rebuilding also. So Aquarius, there's a strong vibe here in this particular read that you would like to rebuild with a situation that had ended. But currently you're in the Four of Swords energies. So that's the card of rest, rejuvenate, reevaluate. It's a card of non-action as well. So, I'm just laughing because I just noticed the sloth on that card. It's the card of non-action. It's also showing up with the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords pertains to a mental prison, right? So with this particular combination, it's literally Aquarius, you're unsure about how to proceed, right? So you've got this seed, you want to plant it. Some of you have already planted that seed. In fact, some of you planted this seed before the connection was frozen. There's a bit of a contradiction here as well in your energies, Aquarius, because I'm noticing that there's a cycle here, right? You've got the World, that pertains to cycles. You've got the Ace of Swords, that pertains to a mental prison. However, in this particular deck, it's also a cycle. So there's a repeating cycle here between you and this individual, where you are unsure about how to start something new, how to heal, how to rebuild. Some of you could be out in the public eye here as well, with the Star and the World being right next to each other. Either you or somebody that you're dealing with is out in the public eye with that particular combination, and it's left you or the individual that you're dealing with unsure about how to approach. Again, this is very, very 50-50, okay? It's really, really difficult for readers to pinpoint exactly what side of the table that the energies is coming from. I would err on the side of caution here, Aquarius, definitely. Right, you've got a couple of issues here, okay? The first thing being, if you are dealing with somebody who is out in the public eye, you are going to have to be very, very careful about how you approach them. Very careful, because if that is somebody who, with these two cards right next to each other, if that statement stands true, then you're dealing with somebody who's got a lot of influence, and they need to be very, very careful about their public face, right? Err on the side of caution here. that there is unfinished business here between you and this individual. Definitely. There's an urge about your energies to go back over some kind of old ground. It's like you know that you have to be patient for things to thaw, but there's also this, it's like energies of urgencies about you at the moment. You've been doing loops in your head with that particular Eight of Swords. That's the, I want to communicate, but I shouldn't. I want to, but I don't want to. I want to, but I don't know how to. You know, there is a lot of that that's going on in your energies. A lot. King of Coins, Knight of Wands. Yeah, see, when I says about you'd have to err on the side of caution about this, there's something quite reckless here, or it could be perceived as being quite reckless. See, the heart and soul of the reed is the King of Coins, and right next to that is the Knight of Wands. These two energies are the polar opposites of each other. They're completely opposite. The King of Coins is very similar to the Emperor, where it's somebody who is a boss, or they're being the boss of their life. The King of Coins is a business owner. It's somebody who is very, very successful, very high up in society, very well liked, very well respected, but they can be a bit too stern as well. But it's right next to the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is a very sort of freedom-loving energies. It's very fast-moving. It's somebody that you can't quite pin down. It can indicate travel as well. It's like an individual who is in and out of your life. It's like they never stick around for too long in your life. It's a thrill seeker, an adventure lover, non-committal. And the King of Coins is the total opposite, because the King of Coins is literally all about commitment. Now, I'm actually feeling, Aquarius, that these are the two elements of your personality here that are in conflict with each other. I am genuinely feeling that really, really strongly. It's like in your day-to-day life, you have to take on the King of Coins role, which is that dedicated, stern, being the boss, getting things done. But there's that part of you that wants to just be the Knight of Wands, that wants to go out seeking adventure. And at the moment, you're unsure about which of these persona to embrace throughout the month of July. You're very, very conflicted, and I'll tell you exactly why this is. That's that nostalgia that's kicking in. Sorry if you see any vape on the screen, by the way. Your nostalgia is kicking in massively, and you've had a little bit of an emotional regression here. Yep, definitely. Whoever this individual is, you've seen something and it's triggered you back to the past. Right, you got Six of Cups here, okay? You've got the World, you've got the Star, the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords, right? This, you've seen something, or somebody has told you something about this individual. And it's kind of thrown you into this energies of you wanting to reach out, but you see that they are in a very sort of precarious situation. So you're unsure if it's wise for you to reach out to that individual. In the meanwhile, you have been trying to live day to day while fighting what you actually want to do here. So when you were younger, you were obviously a lot more carefree and you were a lot more free to make choices. But now, see, I'm getting the very strong impression here that most Aquarius watching this, they are currently settled. They're settled down, they're committed, their life has moved on, but there's this creeping nostalgia, and it's like you're holding on to hope that at some point you can revisit your past. At some point you can be as free, as carefree as you once were. Whoever this is from your past, when you were in that particular connection, you felt free. It's like the energies have gotten jumbled up here, right? Because you have associated your youth and your freedom with that individual from the past, and that's a very, it can be quite a dangerous thing to do. It can be. Again, if you know that that is not your energies, then that is the individual that you've been dealing with, and it's their energies towards you. So again, you will have to fit it as it applies. You've got 6 of coins, page of coins, 3 of cups. Things being balanced, fair and equal. Page of coins is somebody extending an olive branch, and 3 of cups with the hope for some kind of reunion. You believe that your current energies, your current internal conflict can be balanced out if you get your reunion with the individual that you felt free with, basically. I'm really picking up on that over analytical energies. I genuinely am. It's very confusing. So you got Ace of Coins here as your current overall energy, right? And then you've got the Page of Coins here. So somebody here is thinking, if I reach out, then maybe I can get the reunion. And if I get the reunion, then I can be as carefree as what I was in the past. It's almost like you're currently feeling trapped, stuck and restricted by the way that your life currently is. And it's like you're trying to seek out your freedoms again. This is a weird read. And then you've got the Knight of Swords, 10 of Swords here. So this is a worry, right? We've got a painful ending here with the 10 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Again, that can be another energy of recklessness. It can be anger also, but it's shocking. That's my mini tower energies, because where the tower is destruction that's carried out by the hand of the divine, the Knight of Swords is a destruction that's carried out by the hand of another individual. So there's somebody deliberately ruined this particular connection for you. This connection was ruined on your behalf. And now you're holding on to hope that you can heal the connection that was ruined. The connection that was ruined, somebody here put someone on block with the Seven of Wands, right? It's a very challenging energies. You're uncertain if this individual is going to be happy or if they're going to be pissed off if you reach out to them. But there's definitely that internal conflict here about you trying to decide, do I reach out to this individual or don't I? There is undeniably that rumble underneath your feet of the energies changing, definitely. In your guidance, you got the Six of Cups and the Two of Wands. The Six of Cups is reconciliation with a soulmate. It's somebody from your past. It's the card of nostalgia. It can be somebody from a past life also. It's the card of happy memories and making brand new happy memories. So your guidance with it being right next to the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is all about future-proofing, planning for your future, making decisions now so that it benefits your future. So when these two cards are right next to each other, it's indicating here, I've just noticed something else as well. The Star and the Six of Cups. There is, for those of you that are confused about reaching out, for some of you, not all of you, very important. For some of you, not all of you, there is good indications here that your reconciliation is, well, your need to reconcile when you reach out to this individual. For some of you, this combination is indicating that you're going to be very successful with that, and that the individual concerned is going to be receptive. So this combination is saying, plan for your future, but make sure that you also remain realistic as well with that. You got the Six of Swords, the Lovers, and the Knight of Cups. Again, this is in your guidance. So the Six of Swords pertains to moving out of the stormy waters and into calmer ones. It pertains to leaving the past behind as well. And the Lovers, making the choice, a very important connection. Finding balance and harmony. Being in alignment with what you really, really want. And it also pertains to expressing your love as well. And then Knight of Cups. It doubles down on that energy, the Knight of Cups, because the Knight of Cups is a romantic offering or an emotional conversation. Honest, truthful, open conversation. There's something here that you cannot quite get past though, and it needs to be left behind. It usually, with the Swords energy, it usually indicates a way of thinking. So you might have to change ever so slightly your way of thinking in order to get forward movement with this. You've got anything else, please, for the Aquarius collective? Aquarius collective, please. Hand of Cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand and gambling. Take a chance. For those who are wanting to reach out and you're unsure about whether you should or not, your cards are indicating that you should take a chance on this one. Friend-zoned, got loads there. Friend-zoned, still friends, just friends. Somebody likes someone else only as a friend, not relationship material. Yeah, somebody here is trying to get their friendship back. And for others of you, there is a hope that if you can get this individual to be a friend again, then hopefully somewhere down the line in the future, you could transform that into something else. The Screw. Not interested, leaving quickly, in trouble, getting shafted, horizontal jogging and telling someone off. Horizontal jogging. You're skirting around the issue, Aquarius. That's where the conflict's coming in. You're skirting around the issue about whether or not you should reach out to this individual. Island time. In your own time, take your time. Active, having a relaxed attitude, be more light-hearted and meditate. Yeah, it's going back to your first oracle there. Avoid overthinking the issue, and under there, sleep on it. Think before you speak, get rest, don't sabotage, call it a day, needing a break, and sleep deprived. Yeah, don't rush anything, but certainly don't overthink the situation either. It's finding that happy balance, and take a deeper look into why you feel that that particular individual is the key to your freedom, that there's some kind of attachment here to their energies. It's a little bit like a drug almost. Right, so you've got you deserve love, you are lovable, and let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So for those of you where you've already planted that seed with that individual, release expectations of the final outcome for that situation. And allow the energies to play out naturally, okay? Because for those who have already planted that seed is growing, okay? And yeah, you are lovable. It's like there's so much emphasis here on how happy you were with that particular individual. Aquarius Collective, please. Okay, it's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Yeah, so for those where that energies of you genuinely felt like your happiness was because of that individual being in your life, there needs to be a little bit of introspection put here. Happiness, and I know how cheesy it sounds, happiness comes from within, all right? And there feels like this need for outside validation for your happiness. And then beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities that you admire in one another are qualities that you both possess. Equally so, the qualities that you don't like are also your own reflection. Yeah, for those where this connection is a complete opposite, you could find that you trigger each other quite a lot. If that is the case, then that card is applicable. It's a really, really difficult reading, Aquarius. Really difficult. Try not to judge yourself too harshly with that energies. Aquarius, please. Okay. Right, so we've got new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. You've been neglecting yourself or your family. It says, let someone get a little bit closer to you. A new cycle is starting for you or your family. Time to review your goals. Have they changed? Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Use your feelings to guide your way. Face your fears. They may be holding you back. The situation is being healed. It's time to surrender to the divine. Avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived. And a new start is coming. New moon. I'll see it when I believe it. You will soon... It's tiny. You will soon feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well, and forget about the past. There's this really difficult energies here that you both share. And one of you or both of you cannot quite get past whatever that difficulty was. That's also playing into your insecurities about reaching out to this particular individual. There's also that vibe of not all of you, but a tiny, tiny handful of you are definitely associating your carefree energies, your sense of adventure from your younger years. You've attached that to that particular individual rather than attaching it to yourself. There's a resentment in this read, Aquarius. You're carrying some kind of resentment for the way that things are now and when you look back on the past. So there's the danger that you might be looking back on the past with rose-tinted glasses and kind of possibly remembering it a little bit more fondly than what it actually was. So there is that need to remain realistic here. For those of you who are going to gain the confidence and extend the olive branch to this individual in the hopes that there can be a reunion, a reconciliation, a healing, a rebuilding of this particular connection. I was just resetting my phone there before it stopped filming. There is definitely... you've been neglecting yourself because there's been a lot of emphasis put onto wanting to change the way that this current connection is. So there's a need here for you to take a step back and really put some of those energies into yourself. For those of you where this is indicating an individual is reaching out towards you, there's an indication that maybe you can allow that individual a little bit closer. Either way, there is a brand new cycle here that is starting up. Where this particular connection is concerned, definitely a brand new cycle here. You've got doubts in your own abilities here, Aquarius, because for some of you, you've been trying to manifest this connection from your past back in. Some of you are doubting your abilities to be successful with this. You're also judging yourself quite harshly as well. Healing message, please, for Aquarius Collective. Right, so you've actually got two cards here, Aquarius. The lovers love each other, and Wu Wang, wild pure heart. So the lovers, it says, passionate love seems to be the realm of fairy tales and romantic epics, but it truly is a part of your life and being too. Know that when you draw this card, you are a beautiful being worthy of bliss, romance and adoration. There is a god and a goddess for everyone, and you're about to discover that for yourself. Know that within you is everything that you need to draw to you the perfect love and perfect trust. Know that physical and soul passion can be ignited. Asking is the beginning. Your search for a soulmate is over, because with you now is the truth, that by believing your true nature, the passionate and romantic being that you are, you're drawing to you the one who will adore you. Be quiet and still and believe. Sensual delight, physical ecstasy and bliss are yours. These beings have been through many trials in order to be together. They are true soulmates, but their relationship is one which is fed each day with embraces, sweetness and passion. They remind us that in order to love well, we must actively love each day, and that to neglect our lover is to ultimately neglect our own happiness. They speak to us of the necessity of romantic gestures, that keeping love alive is as simple as watering a garden daily to keep the plants in full health. Their love is guarded by the dragon Fae, whose blood they carry. Your own relationships will be protected and looked over by a being of the dragon Fae, who will ensure that your true love will come to you when you treasure this love enough to nurture it and to have it grow, and to share the love in your heart with the other, generously, honestly, and with courage. You'll find love and it will be sacred. Protect it and know that you have your own dragon Fae guardian who will ensure that this comes to be when you believe in love yourself, truly from the depths of your heart. Your relationship needs tending, as do all things that live. It could be time to make a romantic gesture, to love another as you wish to be loved, to understand that love cannot flourish where there is mistrust and anxiety. You may be despairing that your relationship will never match your dreams. Please know that your true love lies within your own willingness to believe that you too can experience passionate love, and that you're well worthy of its ecstasies. No matter your beliefs about your age, health or your beauty, you are a beloved one. The dragon Fae know this, and they ask you to know this too. Create self-loving moments in your day. Allow yourself to feel loved. Feel how loved you are by the dragon Fae and by the entire consciousness of all that is, and to offer yourself gestures and small acts of kindness that will further allow and attract passionate love into your life. Know that sensuality and physical union and bliss are birthrights, and that you deserve these experiences now. Allow any feelings of need to fall away and replace them with a deep knowing that you are worthy of love. So someone's feeling neglected here. It's like there's definitely an energies of neglect with that particular card, Aquarius. Either you or an individual that you're dealing with is feeling neglected and unloved. I'm feeling for the most part, Aquarius, that's your energies. It's like the resentment's coming in through the way that a relationship or a connection used to be. It used to fill you with love and hope and that sort of feelings of vitality, and it was like the newness of that relationship. And now that some time has passed and things have become a bit stale, a bit just not, that it's like that closeness is no longer there. And that is actually where the nostalgia is creeping in from in this read. It's like somebody here really, really wants their relationship or their connection to go back to how things used to be right at the start. So we've got Wu Wang In times of old, they said that only those who were pure could connect to those like myself. I am here to tell you that your heart is pure, wild and innocent. It is that you have forgotten how to see us, that you have been told that in order to see us you must be perfect, that in order to see us you must be mad, unclean, broken, and if you say that you've seen us, then you will face being shunned. I'm here to say to you that we appear to those who have looked into their hearts and who have seen beyond the woundings, because within you there is a wild and untrammeled heart space which is free of any taint. In that space we can enter, and therefore we can and we will be seen again. You were not born into this world wrong or sinful. There may be karmic markings, but you are no sinner, nor are you corrupt or unworthy. Foster that which is wild and pure and good within you, and we will begin to appear and come forth. You will feel us in the wind, on the water, see us in the fires, and hear our voices emanating from the heart of our mother, the earth. You are a child of the mother, call her what you will, and at your core, you are one of the wild ones, and that is my message for you. Wu Wang is a dragon fae lord who has been both dynastic ruler in human form and whose energy has entered the system of philosophy and divination known as the I Ching. His mind is very natural and honest. He is an innately good nature and encourages us to be the same, and to know that we can be the same no matter how we have behaved in the past. Truth and innocence of nature can be reclaimed, and furthermore these traits bring about good fortune, personally and for Gaia, Dana and our mother. Know that you are innocent and cultivate that aspect of yourself. Know that your innocence and goodness lies within you, no matter what actions you have taken in the past. This present moment is a chance to reclaim that pure and wild heart. When you do that, you'll be able to see, feel and sense clearly the presence of magical beings, including the dragon fae, and particularly the unicorn. Wu Wang will also help you to eat organically, well and healthfully. Take nothing into your body without contemplating whether it will erode or grow that wild pure heart, and act accordingly. Dance, sing, play music and make love. All of these acts done with innocence, wild joy and healing are part of the sacred act of love. Stay pure, wild and innocent. Devote a part of your daily life to the development of the pure, wild part of you. Let something be beyond your control. Do not attempt to control and predict the outcome of all. Know that innocence also means that you have not known all and have come from that place which is noble and humble. When we do so, our expectations and controlling behaviours depart, as does the drama. In their place comes insights and much communication with the magical web of life, including mermaids, unicorns, centaurs and the dragon fae, dryads and the other inner world beings that may have yet been unseen by your eyes. The main thing that I get with that particular card for you, Aquarius, is again that energies of you wanting to that there's something of the past that you can't quite let go of. There could, for some of you, not all of you, there could be a very controlling individual in your energies that is making you feel that you're unworthy, unloved. They keep bringing up the past, never letting shit go, keeping you trapped, and it's like you just want to be young, free, a little bit reckless, carefree. I can't really help you out with the young bit, but the carefree and adventurous aspect, it's like that's what you want to go back to, but that there's something or someone that is holding you back, making you feel unloved. It's not a great energies, domineering almost. manipulative as well. It can be a definite indication of manipulation. A lot of triggers here, and that nostalgia of you just wanting to get the connection back to the start, back to how things used to be, you know, when you were more loving and kind with each other. For some of you, there is more than one individual here in this read with you. For some of you, I'm picking up on at least, at the minimum, 4, right? You're dealing with a couple of other individuals here, and they all have a different part to play. The main storyline that I can pick up here is there is a connection of your past that either you or they, take it as it resonates, are wanting to get back off the ground. You're wanting to have a brand new beginning with something or someone from your past. But you've got this hurdle here to try and overcome. Maybe from them, it may be a completely different individual. Again, you have to fit it as it applies. Really complicated reads there for me to try and navigate through, Aquarius, so thank you for the challenge. Yeah, I can see now why you're currently really overly analysing what to do and how to do it and what steps you should take. I'm fully appreciating now that analytical energies that we were picking up on in the start. Right, so to put a little bit of light-hearted energies back into this read, I'm going to use the Rebel deck. This is the deck that I always use at the beginning month reads, so it doesn't show up mid-month, for example. It's very brutal, very to the point. It's not ideal for anybody who is easily offended at swearing. So for those who are easily offended at swearing, that your read has ended now. Thank you very much for watching. And for those of you who are sticking with me, then please remember this deck works in exactly the same way as all of the other tarot and oracle, where it's for the viewers to decide what side of the table that they're sitting at for every single card that comes out. So it's all still completely interchangeable. Okay, so we've got don't fucking force it, allow that shit to come to you. Again, you'll have to fit it as it resonates, because there is some Aquarius here who are actually dealing with an overly controlling, overly manipulative individual. So that card would apply to them. And for those where that is applicable, for you wanting to reignite something from the past, don't force it, okay? Allow the energies to play out naturally. You do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Again, I can't make it up, Aquarius. Somebody here is dealing with a manipulator. They're too busy being all up in your shit, trying to find out what you're doing, who you're talking to, and all the rest of it. That card's for them. You look like a shit show. You're a hot mess. Fact. Clean yourself up. You're being shady. Watch out. Shit could get ugly. Again. Have you eaten? You're acting like a big ass baby. You need food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco. What the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. If you're waiting for a sign, well, here it fucking is. Okay, so I just hope that that has been helpful for somebody out there. Again, a really bizarre read, Aquarius. Okay, so that is what I have for you. Please like, share or subscribe if that has resonated. And thank you so much to all of those who have already supported my channel. I appreciate every single one of you. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, then that information can be found in my descriptions box below. So thank you again, Aquarius. Please do take care out there, and we shall speak again soon. Bye.